All right, shalom, shalom. Take three, take three. Tried the video twice around. It didn't work. Satan really working, but hey, third time's a charm, man. So let's get it. Uh, we want to start off giving all glory, all praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Bashem, Rakakadash. Next up, we want to give double honors and elders to the apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, and salutations to you Akims, you brothers out there, and you few sisters, you Aquas, pushing this truth, all right? This is the brother Yashar coming in from the camp, Children of the Light, reporting live in effect. And without further ado, man, let's get right into it. So, I'm just making sure this video recording. So, like I say, this is the third time around. So, man, as you can see, it's 2:28 a.m. I got some good sleep earlier. My alarm didn't go off for whatever reason, so I ended up waking up at 1 o'clock. And I was, kind of vexed, kind of mad because I was supposed to work out and do my studies and all that. But I was like, all right, it's cool. I've been getting it all week, so hey, Satan, he messed with me. Well, how Satan be working, motherfucker. Because this ain't the first time my alarm ain't went off. So even though I set it for today and at exact date, exact time, and I had my phone up. So, but anyways, man, the spirit came up on me to go ahead and do a lesson. And this is something that I've been reading and looking into since Saturday. I sent it to the camp chat, and once again, I was just compelled to go ahead and go in on it. So we'll go into it, right into it. So I got about 2 or 3 articles. I'm gonna make them real fast. This video gonna be no more than 20 minutes. 25 tops. So as you can see, it says Greg Abbott, and I'm gonna just make sure this shit is still recording. Greg Abbott warns of Texas National Guard power grab. All right. It says Texas Governor Greg Abbott has accused the Biden administration of making a power grab following proposals that could see serving Air National Guard personnel, it's supposed to say personnel, say personal, transferred to support the Space Force without the consent of their respective governors. Oh, so what does that mean? So basically, in a nutshell, uh, Greg Abbott, Texas, it's a big military stronghold. They got a lot of military manufacturers, a few military bases. I remember when I first came to Texas, I stayed in Fort Worth when I was 8, me and my family. And I used to stay on the west side, so we was right next to the Lockheed Martin Air Base, which they create all the SR-71s and the F-16s and the AC-130s, just jets and fighter jets and planes and shit. You could literally see them, flying over the house. You could see the belly of them with the missiles on them and all the little, the guns and the turrets and and they was loud, So Texas is definitely a hotbed for all that military, personnel. Remember, Texas used to be its own country, so it has to have a strong military presence. Now, basically, what's going on is Biden is trying to round up different not space, different aircraft from around the country, from these different states, all in all, to basically build up this Space Force, this U.S. Space Force. Now, if we remember correctly, the first person to go ahead and get with this Space Force was Trump. All right, as you can see, it was signed into law by President Donald Trump, establishing the U.S. Space Force as the first new independent military service since the Army Air Forces were recognized, or were reorganized as the U.S. Space Force in 1947. So let's put one and two together here. So before Biden was president, it was Donald Trump. Now Donald Trump he kicked off the Space Force. Now that Biden is the president, he's he's feeling fire to it, so he's trying to add to it. Now we know that we got an upcoming presidential election, in November of this year, and it's either gonna be Trump or Biden, and it's most likely gonna be Trump, right? Just it's all the fingers is pointed. It's no denial that Donald Trump is most likely gonna be very well be the next president of the USA, and the reason that's significant is because Elder Tahar, he actually just did a video a few days ago. It's like 7 minutes, that it only takes one madman to start World War III. And guess what? Trump, if he wears that hat. And then not only Trump, but Putin too. And those are the two strongest militaries in the world right now. Well, you can make China is in that argument too. But the top militaries in the world right now, top five for sure, is USA and Russia. And if USA is led by Trump and Russia is led by Putin, shit, hey, that's goodbye world. We already know what that's gonna lead to, them ICBMs, right? You know, and ultimately, the judgment day of Yahweh Shah and his legion of angels. And that's all they're really trying to do is build, because they trying to just build a space force, not to make war with these other countries, but to ultimately make war with the Lord. Because remember, his angels they gonna pop up. What does it say in Psalms? To quote it, the chariots of the Lord are thousands, even 20,000s. Uh, so they already know that's coming, man. Once again, that's in Psalms. You can look that up. So now let's see one more thing. Oh no, that was it on that. Yep. So they trying to build a space force, but at the same time, Biden, not Biden, um, Abbott, he had a few words to say about it, which he an insider too, so he all with his agenda. It ain't him and Biden is just puppets. Trump, he a puppet too, but he a little bit more powerful puppet. But basically, where it go? Oh yeah, it say Abbott made the warning on Monday in an X post, which is Twitter. That's how you see everything is just fucking a joke. It's all on social media and shit. Where he also posted an open letter to President Joe Biden in which he claimed the planned legislative proposal 480 poses, quote unquote, an intolerable threat to the Texas National Guard. The proposal was made by the Department of the Air Force, which forms part of the federal defense. Right. So remember, well, if you've seen the movie Civil War or even heard about it, seen the trailer, remember the ones that succeeded from the U.S. was Texas. The major states was Texas, Florida, California. All right. So if you know what's going on right now, Texas, they already having this border crisis, and they not trying to let federal agents in at the border to help them. In Florida, under their Governor DeSantis, Mark DeSantis, I think, Rob DeSantis, he actually sent some of his Florida National Guard troops over to Texas to help. And not only him, a few other nations did, which I made a video on that a few months ago. Now, one more article, and then we're gonna get into these precepts for sure. It says, could the United States be headed for a national divorce? All right. It says the U.S. is now more divided along ideological and political lines than at any time since the 1850s. Right. So we scroll down right here. Like I said, I ain't gonna get all into this article, just the key points. It says half, or 54% to be exact, of self-described strong Republicans in America now think it is very or somewhat likely there will be a U.S. civil war within the next decade. And Yahweh Shai Ratazah, the next year, right? 4 in 10, or 40% of Democrats agree. And it says 23% of Americans support their state seceding from the Union. All right? And that's a high number, man. Because it might not seem like a high number, but if we go to a calculator, which is about what? Estimated, how many Americans is in this world? USA population. About, oh yeah, I remember. Yep, 333. And you see how Esau worked with his numerology. It ain't nothing but the devil. See that? See? More proof that America's Babylon the Great. Look at that. You look at their population, which this shit is false anyways. But it's 333 million, and last time it was recorded, or as of 2022. So yeah, man. So this man is the devil, man. But anyways, if we do 333 million people, right, divided by what, 23? No. Yeah, divided by 23%, 1 million. No, 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 no. I don't know my math. I'm not finna be no mathematician. But basically, I was trying to see how many people was with the Civil War out of all the people of America, right? But anyways, but yeah, man, with Esau and his numerology, yeah, man. Once again, more proof that this is Babylon the Great is America, because it said the man's number was gonna be three score, 333 666. But anyways, let's get into the scriptures. So let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians." Also, in this sense, the Americans against the Americans, because this wasn't speaking present tense. This is speaking future tense. All right. "And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." Right, and that was it. That was displayed in the movie Civil War. "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof." The council, which is the government. That's why it's going. These political leaders is going to separate. They're gonna go into their own little, separation of power. You know what I'm saying? "And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards." Right. Because remember, we the elect. Our power is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. But the elect of this world, which is the elites of this world, which is the evil Esau, Edomites, they got their own, powers and gods that they pray to, and the top wicked motherfuckers, Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, so forth and so forth, right? So that's talking about. And it says, verse 4, "And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts." And that's talking about Yahweh Shah when he come and destroy this motherfucker. All right. See the king of Israel, the only king. All right, make sure this shit's still recording. So let's see. All right, let's go to the book of Matthew chapter 12. Matthew chapter 12. And hopefully the video is playing loud enough. I know the last video I did, it didn't seem like it was loud enough. So I'm definitely trying to stay as close to the phone as I can. I got these headphones in. They play music loud, but for some reason they don't play the video loud. all right, Satan. But this is Matthew chapter 12, starting at 25. And it says, "And Yahweh Shah knew their thoughts, and said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand." Right. And that's what we're seeing right now in America. That's why over half of strong quote unquote Republicans, they say that they see civil war coming. And the same thing, just a little under half of Democrats say the same thing. Now, as time's intentions grow and rise, best believe that them percentages is only gonna go up. They gonna increase, right? And just to quote the brother Karat video that he did on the Camp channel, Children of the Light, his last outside video, he had some drunk, stupid Edomite walk up to him talking about some, "America's not gonna fall. America's not gonna fall." Nigga, what is you talking about? Do your research, bro. And I'm gonna just say that because all you have to do is just do your research. And these people will tell you, these American motherfuckers will tell you, these American insiders will tell you, bro, this shit is a shithole, bro. Food going up, food prices going up, but the food quality is going down. You have an all-time LGBT plus community, an all-time worse. Abortion, all-time worse. Divorce rates, all-time worse. Adultery, all-time worse. Like Yahweh Shah said, man, this is a wicked and adulterous generation. He was speaking on his generation, but guess what? This generation is even worse. That's why it's going to be the last generation for this world. Verse 26. "And if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand?" And last time I checked, Biden and Abbott was two Edomites. So that's Satan versus Satan. All right. Now let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 141. Psalms 141. It says, we'll start at 9. It says, I'll start at 8. "But mine eyes are unto thee, O Yahweh the power, in thee is my trust, right? Because us men of the elect, not all of Israel, just the elect. We the only ones that truly trust in the Most High, man. You know, that's why, we ask Him to keep our spirit, to continuously build our spirit, allow us to be in His truth. Because don't get it twisted. We not perfect. We still do our unlawful deeds, and thing. Not to get too much into it, but we're not perfect, man. But we not here to be perfect. We here to teach these scriptures perfect, but we know that we can't physically be perfect in the flesh, not especially not in this wicked ass world. That's why we pray and do the works so much for the Lord, so He can save us, right? Now, verse 9 it says, "Keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the gins of the workers of iniquity." Right, man? Because there's so many things to do in this wicked ass society, man. There's so many things. Just like the elder Yao Kanan and the brother Yarala, once again just did they video I was watching on the camp channel when you had the Cinco de Mayo celebration, and that's not even the actual, like in Mexico they don't even truly recognize Cinco de Mayo. All right, that was all set up by the United States. That's why the biggest celebration of Cinco de Mayo takes place in Los Angeles. All right, and basically, man, it's so much wicked shit to get into in this world that the Bible is just looked at as just a boring ass book. You know, you actually have niggas out there. They'll tell you that the Egyptian Bible, or what's that motherfucker? Yeah, the Egyptian Bible, I believe. That's the actual Bible, and it was written way before the true King James. And no, motherfucker, you don't have the oil. All right, you don't have the oil in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. That's why you'll go believe something like that. Cause I seen some nigga talking about some comedic Yahweh is whatever, man. You niggas, we always see some bullshit going on in this world, man. But you niggas is simple. Anyways, verse 10 it says, "Let the wicked fall into their own nets, whilst that I withal escape." And you could apply this to the 2/3 and the Esau, because we know these top elites. The only thing that they want is power, man. Money and power, right? They they don't even care about bitches. They just want money and power. Jake, we care about the bitches and the hoes, right? Esau, he don't care about these hoes. He gonna of course continue his seed through women, but he want overall money and power, right? And the reason this could apply to Esau is because he want that one world agenda, and he gonna fall. Cause as soon as it look like it's about to just be, that's what the world is gonna come to. Yahweh Shai is gonna tear this bitch down. And for the 2/3, all the wicked shit that they do, you know what I'm saying? They think they finna prosper and all this, and no, nigga, Yahweh Shai gonna tear that shit down as well. And how do we know this? Because let's go to the book of Proverbs chapter 1. Proverbs chapter 1 and 27, it says, "When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come up upon you," verse 28, "they shall call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For they that hated knowledge," is talking about the 2/3 Israelites, the Gentiles, "and did not choose the fear of the Lord, they would none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof." Right? Ooh, I gotta finish that chapter. It say, "Therefore they shall eat the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices." Right? "For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil." Now that's talking about Jacob's trouble. Because all you niggas that was, "Oh, I'm finna go save up and go get this car," or "I'm finna scam my way to the top. I'm finna move these bows. I'm finna have all the hoes. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna prosper in this world." Guess what, bro? When Jacob's trouble comes, as quoted in Jeremiah 30, when Jacob's trouble comes, bro, what does it say? "Therefore they shall eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices." So yeah, bro, you think that you about to prosper all this. You think that you about to prosper in this world. But we was eating the fruit of this word, of this truth. You was eating the fruit of this world. And if this world is going to be destroyed, what do you think is going to happen to you? You're going to be destroyed. Don't the scripture say judgment stands at the house, starts with the house of Yahweh? And that's Israel. So you simple ass niggas, man, y'all got it coming. Now, let's move on. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 6. I already got two more precepts and then it's a wrap. Jeremiah 30 and 6. It says, no, it's like you. 7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right. Because that's what is gonna kick off Jacob's trouble, is that civil war. Because remind you, when the civil war starts, what's gonna happen? They gonna enact martial law, meaning we gonna go back to having what's that shit called when you can't come out at a certain time. I can't even think of the term right now. You can go back to having I can't even think of the term. You know, basically being under total control, man. You're gonna be monitored on where you go, how long you out, you know, who can be out at what time, what places you can go to, what things you can do, you know what I'm saying? And we already know that's gonna lead to uproars, because it's already different militias, and different campaigns and organizations around the country that's already against that martial law, and that's not gonna give over their rights, and that's not gonna give over their gun rights or their rights of freedom, free speech, all that. You know, the 13 amendments, however many fucking amendments America got. Fuck America's amendments. Anyways, because the only laws and things we should be worried about is the laws of our law, statutes, commandments as Israelites, right? That's why I say that. But yeah, man. So what I was getting to is that's gonna kick off Jacob's trouble, because that's when, you know, looting is gonna be an all-time high, crime is gonna be an all-time high, rape, robbery, murder. It's just basically just gonna be the purge, man. Just gonna be the purge, right? And think about it. Not too many people is making it out of the purge, man. You know? So yeah, you niggas, you think that you finna be all strapped up and you know and oh, I wish a nigga would try to run in my house, and good luck. Cause what did Proverbs say? When your destruction comes as a whirlwind, when calamity comes to you as a whirlwind. So you're not gonna expect that shit, bro. It's just gonna happen. All right. I don't know no fighter, no professional boxer that didn't train for his fight and won, right? And what I'm saying is, I don't know no nigga that was training that wasn't ready for a civil war to happen in his country and was ready for it, right? Now one more scripture that I had, and it was going back to the article. Because if you remember, oh yeah, so this is for all you motherfuckers that's like the drunk Edomite in the Brother Karat video. Oh, America's it's going great, man, and all you motherfuckers. Oh no, civil war in America. That's not gonna happen. It couldn't happen, and all that, and we'll never see that again. Well, guess what? Yeah, referring back to the article, it say the U.S. is now more divided along ideological and political lines than at any time since the 1850s. Well, if you say the Civil War couldn't happen again in America because, oh, we're such a strong country now, and oh, that was in the past when we had to fight for our freedom. Well, guess what? Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and 10. We're going to close it off with that. Ecclesiastes 1 and 10 says, not Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiastes. Where that motherfucker at? Ecclesiastes 1 and 10 says, is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It hath been already of old time, which was before us. I was supposed to start at verse 9 though. The thing that have been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. There is no new thing under the sun, right? So the key point there is, if it already happened once, motherfucker, it can happen again. And guess what? It's gonna happen again. All right. That's why we put reporting on it live to you in effect. So when it does happen, you can say one thing is, hey, I remember them guys was talking about it. But don't just look into it. Well, don't just read about it. Be about it. All right. So definitely, man. Hope you brothers and few sisters was edified. And until the next time, shalom.